I'm using Revlon Photo Ready Airbrush Effect. And I'm using a beauty blender. And the shade I'm using is called Shale. And I might put on another layer because this foundation is buildable. Plus I just did my moisturizer after I cleaned my face. I washed my face, and I actually just used the St. Ives watermelon face wash. It's actually pretty good. Put a little more on my hand. Need it a little more for this side. Build it up a little more. Coverage. And this Revlon Photo Ready, the Airbrush Effect, it has really good coverage. It covers up everything pretty much. Especially like a lot of the redness that I have in my skin. Okay. Now I'm going to use this it's hard to pronounce. Macalage. I don't know. It's a new concealer that's been online advertised a lot. Women like it, and I have used it, and it does work pretty good. And I can't even see. My eyes are bad. Anyway, just gonna go under here. And this shade's not real light. It's just a little bit lighter than the foundation I have on. And we'll go over my eyes as well. That way the eyeshadow will be a little brighter. And I've been using one of my brushes that I got from L'Oreal. I think it's L'Oreal. Wait, no. I believe this one, I can't remember exactly. I think this one might have been a Wet n Wild brush. But anyway, it's got a tapered end, and that's just so I can get the corners of my eyes. And I like it because it's big. It goes over it quick, and I can get the corners really well. And my eyes are hooded, called hooded eyes, because the skin tends to fold over. This part folds over the eyelid, so you have to do your makeup a little different when you got hooded eyes. Because makeup in the crease doesn't show up like it does on other people who don't have hooded eyes. So you have to go above that crease with your colors for them to show. And you don't want to do it too high and too much because it'll look like just a big glob. And I have a little bit of redness right here in the center of my eyes. I've always had that. Take a little more of the concealer right here, and I'm just going to put a little more there because that redness really does show up if I don't cover it well. And this concealer really is pretty good. I didn't think I was going to like it, you know. Sometimes you get things and you think, oh, I'm not gonna like it, but the consistency of it and the coverage is actually not bad. Not bad at all, really. I have a lot of wrinkles under my eyes. I have to wear a CPAP at night, so I get a lot of puffiness, and so it causes the lines to show up. So actually, this concealer does pretty well, especially if you sit back and not as visible. But I have a trick for that too. Get everything covered good. It looks pretty good. And I'm gonna do my eyes like I saw in a video where it makes the eyes look lifted rather than drooped down, and it helps to lift the eyes and the face. I'm gonna try to do it. I say try because I'm hoping that's what's gonna happen, but we'll see. Picking my brushes that I want to use. A lot of times with brushes, it's whatever you're comfortable with, you know, and what will work the best. And I'm going to be using this palette. It's a new one that I've got. It's called 39L Hit the Lights, and that's by Morphe. I haven't even used it yet. And this is what the front looks like. And there's all the colors, so you get a lot of color choices. It's got a good variety. And this one's done by different artists, and it's broke up into quads of what artist did it, so we'll see how that goes. And I'm gonna get paper towel, and some of my brushes I haven't cleaned them in a while, so I just take a paper towel and scrub over with my brush to get the color off that I'd used before. I really need to wash a lot of these, but it's okay. You can still use them. It's crazy how much color some of them actually do hold. A lot. Oh, I dropped one. trying to get all this off as much as I can, because I don't really want to cross-contaminate the colors. I definitely need to clean all my brushes really good. But I wear makeup every day, so yeah, it gets annoying having to constantly wash and clean. So I'm just doing a little bit, and the ones I think I'll probably use. The hardest colors to get rid of are the reds and pinks that are really pigmented. They tend to stick in the brushes, and some of them really don't ever quite come out. It stains them. So yeah. Alright. I think I'm gonna use, and I think this is a elf brush, and it doesn't have a number, but it's like a little round fuzzy brush. And I'm gonna try to do this. I can't say for sure that it's gonna work. It's like some of these colors are moving around. Okay. I'm gonna go in with a brownish matte, and I'm gonna start at the corner, go up. And this is supposed to give like a lift and effect to the eyes. So I'm gonna try this. And this I think is probably a little darker than what she was using, but that's okay. She was using more of the cool tones. But this isn't too bad. This side's going to look darker because the light, there's more light over here coming through the window. So it kind of looks like it's darker. Let me grab a little hand mirror. I just grabbed my Jeffree Star pearlized mirror. I love it. It's so pretty. They call it either pearl white or iridescent, but it's gorgeous. I love it. So I'm trying to blend this where it's not like really just a flat line. But I'm going to go back with concealer and sharpen it, because that's what she did as well. Blend that out a little. Pretty good. Then she took a lighter color and it was kind of a pink. So I'm actually going to use this pinky kind of shiny color on the lid. It's pretty. And I think the colors are actually written on this paper, or on this cover. It's called, let's see. I have to lay it down here to look. This one is called Euphoric. Yeah, that's pretty. And I go right up to the crease and just sweep it under there. Make sure I get the lid covered good with the lighter color. Okay, then let's see. I used kind of a brownish color, but they said you could use any color for your wing. You know, you can use any like colors you want, really. But I'm trying to stay with the neutral. Let's see. I may throw a little color in it though. Why not? Here's one that's pretty. It's called Serve Looks, and it's in the code red area of this palette. And it's a real pretty red, so I'm just gonna sweep it over the top. It is a pretty red. On top of that brown, it's really pretty. And then I'm just gonna go in with that same color I've already got on my brush, the red. And because I have hooded eyes, I'm going just above the crease. I'm gonna use that same color. Hope you guys can see okay. And I may darken it just a tad, but we'll see. I may not have to, because I don't want my eyes like super dark. And go to this side, do the same thing. And that's why I'm going above the crease, because my eyes are hooded. And if I had this in the crease, when I opened my eyes all the way, you wouldn't see that at all. You can see how when I look up, it just kind of hard to see. Because my eyes just cover it. And I'm looking up or straight. That looks pretty good. Just trying to blend it out. May take a lighter color. Let's see, what's the name of this one? I wish the names were actually on the cardboard inside. My Type on the Smoke Show side. And take that color and just go over the top part of that just to diffuse the color a little more. Makes it look more blended. See, it looks more blended, not so just sharp. And that's, I don't know if I can show you, but this one right here is what I'm using. I'm just going over the top of that pinkish red color to diffuse it. And you can see how it kind of blends it out. So I have lots of color on my eyes at this point, but I think it shows good. Trying to find a smaller brush now, and I think I'm going to wet it for added dimension to the shadow, because I'm going to use let's see what this, it's on the Smoke Show side too, and it's called Vibing. And it's like a, I'll show you. Vibing is that white kind of crystal looking one. And I'm going to go get a mirror. Go in the top and highlight that at the top. And see how it highlighted it. Right there at the brow bone. Yeah, that looks good. And do the other side. My brows need some help. We'll do them next. You can see that highlights it. Let me spray my brush a little more. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Okay, and you know what? She didn't do this, but I think I'm going to. Take a little bit of this silvery glitter and put on my lid. Just to make it pop. Yeah. And this again is in the smoke show area of the palette. That quad of it, I should say. And I'm just patting it in there just to get the glitter where I want it. And this glitter, let's see, kind of makes the eyes pop out more. It's called Love Bomb. Okay. Now, eyebrows. And I am going to use, I've been using it's called Brow Ultra Slim, and it's by Maybelline, and that's what I've been using, so. And it has the spoolie on the end as well. I like this one. It tends to work best for me. And it's gonna get these brows looking like something. And this is another thing when you do your brows and you want to uplift your eye. Usually I pull down more, but with this I'm not going to, because you don't want your eye to look droopy with this look. And putting the eyebrow pencil and filling in your eyebrows, you don't want that pulled down effect. You want it more straight. So I'm going to stop there. Usually I would come down more with other looks, but with this one we're not going to. And it helps when you have hooded eyes to not pull it anyway. But I do a lot of times. I'll pull it down, but with this look I'm not going to. Just trying to get them filled in. See, I just barely go to about there and stop. Don't keep pulling. Just right there. Just get that filled in. That's pretty good. Now I'll take my spoolie side and blend that a little better. And brush the brows in the direction I want. And my eyes, this one tends to droop a little. I had Bell's palsy, years ago where my whole face like drooped. That's a whole nother story, but yeah, my whole face was drooping, so that's why this side of my eye tends to look pulled down more. It's a lot better than it was though. When I had the Bell's palsy, it was really, really bad. It drooped horrible. They look pretty good. Filled in, looking thick. Look pretty smooth and even. A lot of people tend to go a little further over, but I don't like it like that, so I leave mine there at like the exact corners. Then I bought some new eyeliners of different colors. Let me get these pulled out. And since I have pink on, I'm going to do white and pink, I think. And do white on the inner corner and pink on the outer corner of the waterline. So I'll start with white. And we'll put that on the inner corners. And this helps open up the eyes too. Then take my pink. I wish these rolled up, but these have to be sharpened. These are made by LA Girl, and that's what the white one was as well. They actually work really good. And they're cheap. They're not really expensive. They're really creamy and they go on good. So you see I got the pink and white in the corner, white and pink. And that helps brighten the eyes. And I just got this from Huda Beauty. This is their legit lashes. You can see my lashes now, what they look like. And this stuff is really good. I was like, nah, it can't work that good. You know, you see it and you're thinking, you know, it's probably photoshopped or whatever, but no. This stuff is really good. And I'm going to start, it has two ends. And that's what it looks like. And so I'm going to start with the curl and length. And it has the curved, as you can see, it's got the curve on it. So I'm going to start with that. And this really does give good length and curl. I was surprised. Yeah, I'll just poke my eye, I think. The only thing I wish with this, because it really is great mascara, I wish it had been waterproof, and it's not. And my eyes tend to water, so that sucks, because a lot of times it'll make the mascara run. I wish this had been waterproof, but it's not. But it's a great mascara. It really does lengthen your eyelashes and curl them. And you see the difference. Look at that. I wish I could do, well, what I should do is like a video with no makeup on, just maybe the foundation and put the mascara on, because you can see, like, amazing. It works so good. It's really lengthened and curled my lashes. And then you go to the bottom line, or the bottom lashes rather. I bumped my skin. I'll have to fix that in a minute. I always do that. Never fails. But it's fixable. So I just try to get them covered good. And you really see them now too. They show up good. But when I bump my skin, I always use the makeup removing wipe. Just get one out. And I'll go under there and get that. Like I said, it's not waterproof, so it comes right off. I wish it had been waterproof, I really do. Okay, better. So then, got that side closed, and we're going to use the volume side, and it really, really does volumize your lashes. It adds a lot of fullness to your lashes. Yes. Yes. Very, very good. Even the bottom lashes, it helps. Well, look at those lashes. Thick. What'd I do with that? I was looking for my little wipe I just had. Did I drop it? No. Let's do another one. Because I always do this too. Like, my lashes are pretty long. So when I'm brushing it on, a lot of times I'll hit the top of the line. So I'll have to fix that. Like right there. I got that one. Oh, there we go. You just separate a little. But look at that. Really makes your lashes show up so good. It's amazing. It's good stuff. Trying to get that line right. Because like I said, my lashes are long. And I bumped the top, so I kind of messed that up. So I'm just going to go in with the curved one. Or no, this is the volume, and go back and try not to hit my eyelid again. There we go. Look at that. How thick. Makes your lashes super thick and long. See, they're touching the top of my eyes. But anyway, it's Huda Legit Lashes. And it's amazing. Really is good. Look at that. Lashes for days. Alright. Now, oh, there it is, right there. Okay. Now, I'm going to take, this is Tarte. This is actually their stick foundation, but I use it like a concealer. So I'm just going to go back under my eyes a little, because I'm going to, you know, sharpen this out. And I'm just going all the way. And then I'm going to take my blending beauty blender and go right there and sharpen that line a little more. That, just blend it in. And if you mess your eyelashes up, you know, you can go back over them. No big deal. Yes, that's good. Go back here on this side and sharpen that line. My hair's in the way. It's hard to see. But sharpen that line where the eyeshadow wing's at. And then, after you get this blended out good, I'm going to go in with my blush. Let's see, where did I put it? And the thing about the blush when you're doing this look, because you want to stay like lifted looking, is to stay away from the lower portions. Stay away from like down here. Don't bring your blush way down here, because you want to lift your face. So you want to stay like from the corner of the eye up. If that makes any sense at all. And I'm using MAC blush. I don't know the color because it's worn off, but this is what I'm going to use. It's kind of a peachy pink. So I want to stay above. So just in there. Blend it. So you don't want to come down here. You stay up there. And this is supposed to help make the face look lifted. So basically like right on your cheekbone there. You know, cheekbones are right there. So there and above. And I'm going to go in with highlight. And this is e.l.f. highlight. I've got some Jeffree Star highlight, but I actually like this. It's really pretty. It's more of a subtle glow. It's not like bling in your eye. But I may put a little brighter on my nose. Highlight my chin, lip, nose. But I think I'm going to use a brighter highlight. Let's see. This is also e.l.f. It's really pretty too. It has the twin colors, but still don't think this is going to be bright enough what I want. I don't know, maybe that will work. Yeah, that shows up good. Like I said, the light's coming in this way, so you'll be able to see that more. also, I think what I'm gonna do is use my, it's called Tardiest Pro Glow palette, and I'm gonna use the color Sculpt, which is the lighter of the two, and do my contour. And I'm not going to go real far down with it because it'll drag your face as well. And blend that real good. Just brush it out good. And then you can go under here with some of it. Sharpen your jawline. It doesn't take much of this. It's really, really pigmented as well. But just sharpen that jawline. Gives you more of a cut jaw. See? Shadow it. And then you can go up here, which a lot of times I don't go up here much, but just a little. Contour that a little bit. Yeah. Put that back in. Okay. Now, I think that looks pretty darn good on my eyes. I like it. But I think I want to go just a little darker, like right here in the corners. Just to emphasize a little more. So, I'm going to go back in with the brown tone that I used. And I'll use my mirror. Where did I put it? Yes. I wish this had a mirror on it, the Morphe palette, but it doesn't. And I'm just going to go in and darken that. Not all the way. Just to right in there. Yeah, that looks a lot better, I think. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. Do this eye the same way. I'm just darkening that corner. Just to give it more emphasis. See, that looks a lot better. Peanut. It's my little peanut. Then you can take whatever brush that's kind of clean and just smoke it out, blend it together, so you don't have like an obvious line or anything. Blend it good. Go back over that just a tad. Yeah, I really like this. See, my eyes look lifted. They don't look like they're falling. And now, pick the lipstick. Oh, trying to think what to go with. I think I'm going to go with more of a nude tone. And I've done this before. Like, come find it. That's the blue. I actually like to take like a dark color. This is like a brown. And then pull that dark in a little bit. And you can do the corners like that. And then I like to go in with a lip gloss, a light lip gloss. And I'm going to use Jeffree Star Heaven's Gate. I love this. Oh yeah. So pretty. The dark with the light. Really makes the lips pop. And let's see. Put this back in here. It's a Tarte foundation that I use as a concealer. And now I'm going to show you the magic. Where did I put it? Oh, I put it back in that one. Here it is. Okay. This is Sudden Change. And this is amazing if you have lines like I do and puffiness. You just take and suck it up in the cap. Put a drop on your finger. Oh, that one fell. But get a drop on your finger and rub it right under there. And try to not use like a ton of it. You just have to get it really in there good. And then put a fan on it. I've got a little fan sitting here beside me, so I'm going to blow it over on me. Then take another drop, other side. Get up under there good. And you'll see it change quick. Now, watch it disappear. It'll start going. The lines are starting to disappear. Look at this side. Isn't that amazing? Look, it's already tightening it up, making those lines just disappear. And it actually worked really good with this particular, it's foundation. It's the Tarte foundation. It blended really good with it, and I noticed that last time. So I didn't have any problems getting the Sudden Change to blend in with the foundation. They say you're supposed to mix it and put it on, but I never do that. I always put my foundation and concealer on and then apply it. And you apply a thin coat. In fact, if you don't have a lot of like discoloration under your eyes, but you have like wrinkles and stuff, you can put like a really thin coat of foundation or none at all. Just do your foundation up to that area and put it on, and it still looks really good, as long as you don't have like super dark under eyes. But look at that. Isn't that crazy how it got rid of, like, look, my eyes are watering now, but if your eyes water, you just rub it. See how that puffiness came right back because it got wet? But watch, it'll disappear. My eyes are watering right now. My eyes tend to do that a lot, and I hate it. But look at that. And if you rewind the video and look at it, you'll see what I'm talking about. You'll see the difference, like, oh my god, but it's huge difference. And if you mess it up, just take a wet wipe and wipe it off and then redo it, like if you get it crooked or anything. Okay, let's see. Take these things out of my hair, and I'm gonna get some setting powder. And I've been using the Wet n Wild Photo Focus translucent powder for my makeup, and I like it because it's not like, doesn't make you cakey or creasy or. But that's another thing. If you're going to use sudden change, keep the powder out of it. Don't use the powder in that area, because it can make it mess up. There's a lot of powder on there. I like this look. It's like natural, but dramatic. It's like a natural dramatic. I don't know how to explain it, but that's what it looks like to me. So yeah, my hair was fixed. This look is pretty nice. It's kind of dramatic, but like dramatic natural, I guess is what you call it. And then there you see the line, but it uplifts everything when you do it that way, and that's what I learned from the tutorial that I watched. So I hope you guys have a great day, and thanks for watching my video.